So, what are the 5 blind men touching an elephant came up with once they were asked, well, what was an elephant? What does it look like? So one man said, well, it feels like something big and thick and a little bit wrinkly. Yeah. So he was touching the trunk of the elephant. And the second man said, well, it feels skinny and it has like this little brush kind of thing, and stringy and a little bit hard. No? The hard wiry tail he was touching. And then somebody else said, well, it seemed like I could barely put my arms around it. I could barely put my arms around it. It's so wide and strong. And that was the leg, no? And then the fourth man said, well, I was actually feeling it was like this huge, wide expanse. And I just kept on having my arms go all the way to the side on both sides, and it wasn't ending. Yeah? He was touching the side of the elephant, the body, we think about the side of the body. And the fifth one said, well, I got a hold of this thing, and it was long, and then it was pointed at the end, and then the other end it was kind of a little bit, wider, and he was touching the tusk of the elephant. So they were fighting amongst themselves, the 5 blind men, because they were making it very, very clear that they're the ones who's actually right over the other. But because they were each blind and they only had an experience that was very minute and limited, and they were at a place where they were blind, they couldn't see, and they weren't really open to listening to somebody else, no? Basically. So this is like how we are in our biases today, our beliefs, our distortion of truth, or truth with not a capital T but a small t. And because most of us living in unenlightened moments, we fight for that small piece of knowledge which is heavily biased. So then we fight to have it be amongst our friends, because we tend to go together with the crowds that are thinking like us, no? Because we, especially now in our cancel culture, we cancel anybody who doesn't think like us, because we can't handle another piece of information, because our castle of cards will fall apart if we have other people having different views. So we think, no? So we have lost our tolerance level, and instead of getting in groups to actually gather a variety and a diverse set of views, then we come up with our critical thinking to say, this is what it is. From this side it looks like that, from that side it looks like that. And that's called discerning wisdom.